Hello everyone, Treecks here, and welcome to probably the most interesting episode so far for Yoshi Story. Because we have arrived at the Piranha Grove, stage number 3, in page 4, the jungle. Probably my favorite stage in this game, for multiple reasons. It is very challenging. I think platforming wise this is by far the most tricky stage so far. And also I really like the gimmick. But anyway, let's get started with... I've kind of forgotten who I've already picked before. Especially since my practice runs I don't care which Yoshi I pick, so... I'll just guess and pick a red one. It's like I said, finding the melons is not a problem in this stage, it's actually staying alive. But anyway, the first part is already deadly, like I've shown off the first time. Let's go explain why. Eaten but alive. If you're eaten by a piranha pest, Yoshi becomes tiny and can't use eggs. Don't be sad. Climb up and gather eggs to throw at him. These piranha pests that fly around are actually able to eat you. But getting eaten won't instantly kill you. This will happen. You do lose health, of course. However, you also turn tiny. And whenever turning tiny, you actually lose all of your eggs and most of your abilities. And that is something that can kill you quite quickly. Happened to me the first time. My own fault for actually trying to explain this, but still, even that can kill you. Up here we can actually find a couple of eggs. And eggs are your way to actually deal with them. And of course also get melons. That's also something we're still doing, obviously. But it also kills these pests. Good riddance. So, where were we? Melon number 3 is up here. First 4 melons are pretty easy in the stage. You stay away from me. All 4 of them are in bubbles, just in plain sight. This guy is kind of in the way. Shoot him in the head. Timber! Always really love that effect. And this box we actually don't want to burst open quite yet. But first I'm out of eggs, so let's go back to the egg box. I think we technically can push the box through these piranha plants, but we can't push ourselves through them, so... Yeah, staying full ammo in this stage is also pretty difficult, I've noticed. Oh, the box actually reset, but no matter. Easily pushed down again. Get rid of you too. No, let's not jump too far. It's an endless pit down there, so... It's a little bit obscured by 4 ground piranha plants, but it's still death down there. Here's the second box belonging to the first one, giving us melons 5 and 6. Be careful for the grape, so don't get too greedy getting this lucky fruit. And speaking of greed, you still want to pick it up, of course. Plenty of coins. Definitely worth it. And that would be all for the first room. Let's go to the room where I died the second time. This part, with the platforms and the piranha pests, got to me. Let's make sure that does not happen again. This guy down here is not important. You can kill him for some points, but I'm actually interested in the secret up here. Platforms can appear if you ground pound here. And up here we can find clouds leading to the left. Special heart number 1. Don't forget to pick those up. Full ammo. There we go. In this part it can be tricky. Get warp number 2. Ground pound this spot over here for a melon. And quickly go right, because there's actually also a melon floating down at this point. Really nasty one. You can actually use this guy in order to stay alive, because usually your flutter jump alone does not cut it. But this guy can actually swallow you up and still die. Or maybe not. Like I said, pretty nasty one. If you're lucky, the fruit over there did not spawn yet, and you can actually get it from higher up. But usually I don't get that lucky, so... That one can be pretty difficult to get. Let's go restock on ammo. And we're finally past this part. I should be able to actually finish this stage now. You get away from me. Thank you for saving my life, by the way. That you did do, of course. Here's number 9. Be careful. No parachute, so Make sure you actually time your tongue correctly. Nothing down here. This platform should be another platform with a secret. My notes don't say it's a melon, so it's probably coins. Oh yeah, this one. This is the one with the lucky fruit. I was partially correct then. It is indeed for coins. That's the whole reason why I want to pick this one up. This one is for a melon. Get some ammo quickly. Don't really need it now, but I will in a minute, so... Not too sure how far this coin trail goes up, but more than I actually got. Because I saw one despawn, so... Apparently I did not get all of them. Melon 11. And here's number 12. This one can be pretty difficult, because this is another coin box. And because of the moving platform, it can be difficult actually getting all 10 of the coins in here. But it's also not the most difficult one in the game. There's a much trickier one later on. Trust me. But this one is also already pretty difficult to get. Hey, go away. Oh, good thing I checked my notes, because this platform should have a melon. I forget to check for 1 minute and stuff like that happens. I immediately miss platform. Containing a melon. No, this one does not have any. See, that's why I need my notes. Even though I've been practicing, getting everything from your memories definitely not easy in this game. Yeah, here is one. I kind of remember all of these things, but a little bit too much to ask to actually get them all from memory. I've got a second screen right beside me telling me what I need to do. However, for this one I actually don't need it, because this bubble is clearly special heart number 2. And the top of this little mountain is also a melon. Pretty difficult to miss this one. This one is really obvious. Let's move on to room number 3. Follow the trail of coins. And it should lead you to a jar right over here. And this fast will take us to Miss Warp number 3 at the beginning of room number 3. And will introduce us to a new type of piranha enemy we have not seen yet. These hungry little dudes. They cannot move, so you don't have to fear that. But if you touch them, they will still eat you. Comparable to the piranha pests. Can also turn you tiny. And where are you hiding? Over here. 16. Oh, and next up we have another ball rolling section. Remember these from Blark's Boiler in page 2. Stage 2 in that. There we used them to actually roll in the lava. Here it's a little bit less deadly if you fall off the ball. But we still need it, because this little thing is a little bit too high up otherwise. Giving us melon 18. Therefore more lucky fruit and coins to get. Pretty obvious, this area also spawns a lot of coins. See if we can get all of them. Oh, there's even a flower here. Welcome to the flower cup. Piranha plant course in the flower cup. Another parachuteless melon. But I know how to deal with those. Sure we do. Next up we want to go left quickly. At the end of that ball section there was actually some secrets hiding above in the clouds. However, the secret for this section is actually something I'll be covering later, because it is not relevant for right now. Just remember, there is something there, just not for us right now. Hey, that's something I've said before, haven't I? Secrets in a stage that I'm currently not able to grab. What on earth am I talking about? More on that in the bonus content. For now, we're just gonna continue with this stage. There's still an annoying minigame we need to win. And also one more ball section where we need to roll over some piranha vines this time. This time there's a little bit more danger actually falling off the ball compared to the previous section. Much rather eat this one because I need some health. Even though you don't get a doubler the moment you actually eat an enemy instead of jumping on him. Jumping or shooting an egg is definitely the most beneficial to get some points. But sometimes eating can also be a good idea, because sometimes you just need health. Okay, we are here. So, time for the vase. and the annoying minigame I was talking about. Although I must be honest in the fact that this one can be cheesed. Before you actually start the minigame, kill this enemy, kill this enemy, and it's a very easy route, as you can see. This is the kind of minigame that could be difficult, however, the game allows you to actually check out the course before you actually head on it. Thank you, Nintendo. This is going to be a walk in the park. Oh, poor Nintendo, thinking they could actually make a challenge for us. They kind of failed in that. Here we go, next secret letter in the message is going to be the E. And remember, that actually goes on position number 15. Because this is page 4, stage 3, of course. 15th stage in the game, officially. Now, let's continue the stage and actually finish it. There's a melon in a bubble over here. There's a special heart down here. Oh, but this guy actually likes blocking it, so let's get rid of you first. And then there were 2 more melons remaining, and also 2 of the scorpion enemies. Here's the first one at least. Oh, other way please. Let's get to the end of this stage. Final platform, Miss Warp number 4. And you've guessed it. Oh, apparently not on this level. Miss Warp, you smell like melons. Yeah, here it is. Thank you, Melon 30. One of the more difficult stages so far. Not per se to get the melons, but more because of other reasons. But melon complete. And it only took me 12 minutes and 3 attempts. Okay. That could have been worse. 5,833 points gets added. And our total is now 22,814. Much higher than it was last time we actually entered World 5. And speaking of entering World 5... The Yoshis knew the woods, but they had never seen a place like the jungle. For the first time, the Yoshis saw piranha plants, the kings of this jungle. One plant could swallow the Yoshis whole, so they left the jungle in a hurry. The page turned, and the Yoshis grew happier. We are going to turn to page number 5, and for the first time, we are not going to go into the water there. There's something else to do on dry land this time around. One of the more wacky stages in this game. Also pretty dang difficult getting all of the melons in here. At least if you don't know where they are. If you do know, then you know why this can be so difficult. So Pink is going to go in and find out we actually return to the aesthetic of the very first stage in this game. Did not expect to see that this late in the game. However, this is actually the trickiness of the melons in this game. There's a Lakitu flying around in the background. And if we allow him to go off screen to the left, he will start appearing on our level. And yes, he will start dropping melons randomly. And it is not one melon. There's indeed multiple. Let him actually appear multiple times on screen. He always resets himself, so don't worry. As you can see, the moment he moves off screen, he returns in the background. He loops around, you might say. And then appears on our level again to drop another melon. And this is the third one. And here's number 4. Yeah, you can imagine when I was younger, I actually never knew about this. I did notice him actually dropping 1 or 2 melons, but actually him carrying this many melons in this stage. Yeah. Before I started doing research, I never was able to get 30 melons in this stage by my own. And this is actually pretty dang nasty by Nintendo. But it does make up for the piranha delivery minigame actually being way too easy. Because of the fact that you can cheese it. But after we're done playing around with Lakitu and all the melons that he's been hoarding, you can actually go to the name giver of the stage, the Shy Guy Limbos. Shy Guy's actually carrying around sticks in order to trip us, you might say. Yoshi's not able to truly do a limbo in the stage, unfortunately. But these things do actually count as obstacles, so That's the gimmick this stage is actually trying to go for. Let's open up this bubble for melon number 7. These guys are a little throwback to the spear guys actually from Yoshi's Island, you might say. Shy guys do have a tendency to like their tropical culture, you might say. Oh, hello. What are you? Oh, not quite what I wanted. But it is a melon. Remember that one in a hidden bubble over there. Can easily be missed. More coins. Yeah, there's plenty of lucky fruit in the stage, I've noticed. Should be something up here. Even though I can't really see it. Still can't see it. Oh, there you are. You're over here. There's a pipe hidden in the ceiling. As far as an open sky can actually have a ceiling. But it is where the minigame is hidden. The broad jump again. Remember that one? We actually need to jump as far as we can before touching the ground. And this one making use of these air puffs. Flinging us upward as much as we can. And then it's a matter of flutter jumping. Use the same trick I actually explained last time. Don't do a full flutter jump. Actually let go of the A button when you're halfway on your flutter. And then press A again immediately to get the maximum horizontal distance out of your flutter jump. And that way this minigame can be pretty dang easy. It is a trick you do need to know, otherwise it can be really difficult actually reaching these distances. But this is how you're supposed to do it. And with this we actually get our 19th letter in our message, the A. And I'm pretty sure by now you can already see what it's supposed to be. If you still can't guess what the message is going to be, you're going to have to wait a little bit longer. There's more letters to get. At least if I'm able to actually find them. But let's go on. We're halfway through with our melons in the stage. 15 we should have. And Lakitu's cloud here is actually something we're going to want to steal right over here. Remember, from stage 2-1, we can actually steal and write on Lakitu's cloud. Also a way to actually get to the pipe if you want to. There's plenty of stuff to see up there, but not a whole lot of stuff to get. Just remember, it is a possibility. Here's melon number 16. In fact, what am I saying? Number 17 is also here, right in the middle of this little stairway. Secret, melon 17. Let's get some points from you. Oh, that's not what I meant. Anyway, let's move on. There's more bubbles we need to burst open. And with that, I mean this one. And don't worry about this one. This is actually a parachute melon, so this one won't plummet immediately into the abyss. Shy Guy Limbo, and they are not allowed to harm us. However, don't get in a rush too much here, because there's a sneaky switch floating down at this point. And if we actually press that, or hit it in this case, we get a special heart. One of the things we were still missing in this stage, but here's the first one. And after entering a vase, we actually get to the next room, obviously. And here we actually get some clouds, and also be the return of these water-type enemies. The living water. Something that also returns in Kirby 64, by the way, so get used to these guys. You actually can get on top of these clouds, however, there's actually nothing to get, so I will be ignoring that. I'm only interested in melons, like the one over here. In between the Shy Guy Limbos here. The switch that you can find in here will lead us to some clouds, and therefore some melons. 2 melons will pop up here. Make sure to do this quick, because everything despawns if you're not quick enough. 20, and in the other side, like a mirror, number 21. We are done up here. Let's move down again. So, full ammo. Here's a Shy Guy carrying our next target. Oh, and speaking of target, Lakitu actually has a new weapon for us. He will start throwing water this time around. Not per se something that can damage us, but it can actually knock you into the endless pits here. So, still pretty dangerous. And next up, we actually want to stop here, because one of these platforms has a special heart. Yeah, it's this one. There should be a melon too, somewhere. Yeah, this one. There we go, number 24. I believe that was all of them. Yeah, looks like it. Also no other secrets, like coins or something. That was all for this area. Oh, these guys again. Be quick. Remember, they don't stay around, but they do give a melon if you kill all of them in one shot. Next up, the third special heart. Here's another cloud section, and this one we do want to go up. Because this time there is something to get. All the way to the left is also a melon in a bubble. There should also be a melon hidden as a secret here. So let's go see if we can start sniffing on these clouds. Should be on the right somewhere. I'll return for that other melon in a minute. I know there's also one up here. Yeah, over here. 27 and 28 we also saw in the corner of our eye. When we passed over it. That one is over here. One last dance. One more limbo section. This is an easy melon to get. There's not even an endless pit it can actually fall into. Ow. I'm pretty sure this is the first time I actually enter one of these sections not being in super happy form. But besides that, Miss Warp number 4 is actually stuck in the bubble over here. And the last melon is stuck in the bubble before that. Now stop hitting me, please. 30 melons. The first couple of them definitely being the most tricky ones. Melon complete. Stupid Lakitu. Our score? 57-54. So we end up with 28-568. So yeah, that's going to be easy actually beating the score. What am I saying easy? It's the hardest stage in the game coming up right now. I'll worry about that next time. The sun was shining, so the Yoshis began to happily sing. Out came the Limbo Shy Guys, who kept the beat while the Yoshis danced. And the Yoshis did so, with more grace than you would expect from a dinosaur. And why wouldn't a dinosaur be able to have grace? The page turned, and the Yoshis grew happier. And I definitely did not grow happier, because I know which stage is coming up next. Hardest stage in the game. Definitely hardest stage in the game to get all of the melons. But I also feel if you're not gonna go for all of the melons and just simply try to clear the stage, even then this is the hardest stage in the game. The first two were already pretty challenging, but Ghost Castle, that is where your true Yoshi's Story skills get tested. Of all of the challenges in Yoshi Story, this is by far the most difficult one. Awesome cliffhanger for next time, I might say. Promising you guys all of that. So we are going to stop right here. After 23 minutes, it's more than enough for today. Next time, we've got our work cut out for us. So I hope to see you then. And Treecks out!